97% of people trying to learn English quit before they can order a burger without sweating. Yeah, you heard that right. Almost everybody bails. They download Duolingo. They watch 3 movies. They buy a grammar book thicker than a Texas steak. And they ghost the whole thing like a bad Tinder date. But what if I told you the problem is not you? The problem is you have been learning English like it is 1995. You are grinding vocab lists while the rest of America is using ChatGPT to learn English 10 times faster. And they are not telling you how. And I used to be trash at English. I mean, absolute dumpster fire. I would freeze when someone said, "What is up?" I thought it was a real question about the ceiling. I once told my boss, "I am humid," instead of "I am fine," because Google Translate did me dirty. My confidence was lower than gas prices in 2020. Then I cracked the code. I stopped studying English. I started hacking it with ChatGPT. And in 6 months, I went from sounding like a broken GPS to actually cracking jokes with Americans on Call of Duty. So today, we are spilling the tea. I am giving you the exact prompts and mindset shifts that most teachers will never tell you because they do not want you learning too fast. They want you in class forever paying for the next level. Let us get unhinged. First secret that everyone gets wrong about learning English. You think you need more words? No, you do not. You need better sentences. Americans do not care if you know the word perspicacious. If you drop that at Starbucks, the barista is going to think you are having a stroke. We use like 3,000 words for 90% of daily talk. Your problem is not vocab. Your problem is you cannot turn the 10 words you know into real human talk. So here's the prompt. Tell ChatGPT, "Hey, act like my American bestie. I only know 500 words. Make me sound fluent in a coffee shop using just those words. Correct me like you are roasting me, but make it funny. Then give me 3 ways to say the same thing like a native. Run that every morning. You will stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a person." Second thing people mess up, you are trying to be perfect. Bro, Americans are not perfect. We say we say like, we say gonna. We butcher grammar every 5 seconds. If you wait until your English is perfect, you will be waiting until the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. It is not happening. Fluency is not about being correct. It is about being understood and keeping the vibe going. I had a student who knew every grammar rule, but he would pause for 10 seconds before every sentence. In America, we think you are buffering. We lose interest, we walk away. So use this prompt. "Hey ChatGPT, let us have a voice conversation. Interrupt me if I pause too long. If I make a grammar mistake that Americans actually make too, then let it slide. Only correct me if a real American would be confused. Teach me to sound natural, not robotic." That prompt changed the game for me because it gave me permission to suck a little. And sucking a little is how you stop sucking a lot. Third secret, you are learning English from people who do not speak real American. No shade to my British brothers, but if you learn I shall go to the loo, you are going to sound like a time traveler at a Waffle House. America has its own flavor. We say bathroom. We say trash, not rubbish. We say fries, not chips. If you mix it all up, you sound like the internet exploded in your mouth. So you need to tune ChatGPT to American mode. Here is the prompt. From now on, you are Jake from Texas. You only speak American English. Use slang. Use idioms. If I say something that sounds British or too formal, roast me and teach me the American way. Give me examples from movies, sports, and TikTok. Now you're not learning the Queen English. You're learning the kind of English that gets you invited to the cookout. Fourth thing nobody tells you. Listening practice is broken. You watch Netflix with subtitles and think you are learning. Nah, your brain is just reading fast. It is like going to the gym and watching other people lift. You're not getting stronger. You need active listening. And ChatGPT can be your coach. Try this. Play me a 30-second clip of a real American conversation about ordering food. Then remove the subtitles. Ask me 5 questions about what they actually meant, not just what they said. Then explain the slang like I am 5. Then make me role play the same situation as the customer and as the cashier. Do that once a day. In 2 weeks, your ears will stop panicking when an American talks fast, because real talk sounds like a squirrel on espresso. 5th secret. You are scared of sounding dumb, so you avoid talking. That is like avoiding water because you do not want to drown. You will never learn to swim. You have to get in the pool and flop around. Most people will not practice speaking because there is no one to talk to. That is cap. You have ChatGPT in your pocket. It will not judge you. It will not laugh if you call a napkin a paper towel unless you ask it to roast you, which you should. Here's the prompt that got me talking daily. Be my hype man and my bully. For 10 minutes, we only speak English. If I use my native language, you scream cringe and make me start over. Start the convo like we just met at a party in Miami. Keep it going. Ask me weird questions. If I say something awkward, make it funny and teach me a smoother way. I did that every night. I sounded stupid for a week. Then I sounded normal. Then I sounded funny. Now I am the guy who talks too much. Let me give you a relatable analogy. Learning English the old way is like trying to get abs by reading about crunches. You can read all day. You can watch 6-pack videos. But until you get on the floor and actually do the work, your stomach is still going to look like a pillow. ChatGPT is your personal trainer. It spots you. It counts reps. It yells at you when you are lazy, but you still have to sweat. You still have to show up. Here is my personal stake. I am from India. I grew up thinking English was a subject to pass, not a tool to live. My school made me memorize Shakespeare, but I could not ask where the bathroom is. I felt invisible in online games. I skipped job interviews because I was terrified of the tell me about yourself part. When I found these prompts, it was not just about language. It was about getting my voice back. Last month, I led a Zoom call with a team in New York. I made them laugh. I told a story. I closed a deal. Me, the kid who once said, I am humid. That is why I am so hyped about this, because it is not just English. It is access. It is freedom. It is not feeling like a background character in your own life. 6th thing people get dead wrong. Pronunciation. You think you need to sound like a news anchor. You do not. You just need to be clear. Americans have 50 accents. Nobody in Boston sounds like anybody in Alabama. If you can be understood, you win. But there are a few sounds that make Americans go, huh, like the teach sound, or the difference between beach and bleep. Yeah, that one matters. So use this prompt. I am going to say a sentence. Listen to my pronunciation. Point out only the words that would confuse an American. Do not fix my accent. Just fix my clarity. Then give me a tongue twister with that sound and make it about pizza or dogs so I remember it. Now you are not trying to delete your accent. You are just making sure your words do not start a war. 7th secret. Grammar rules are tools, not laws. You learned past perfect continuous for an exam. When was the last time you heard an American say, I had been thinking? We say, I was thinking. We break rules all day. If you talk like a grammar book, you sound like an email from HR. So tell ChatGPT this. Teach me grammar like I am in a hurry. Only teach me the stuff that will make Americans understand me better. If a rule is broken by natives 80% of the time, then skip it. Give me examples from YouTube drama and NFL interviews. Watch how fast you improve when you stop carrying 200 rules in your head. 8th tip, You are not learning with emotion. You remember what you feel. You do not remember page 47 of your workbook, but you remember the time you messed up and called someone hot instead of warm. So make ChatGPT make you feel stuff. Prompt it like this. Create a short drama script about two friends fighting over the last slice of pizza. Make it funny and full of slang, then assign me a role. We will act it out. If I mess up a line, stay in character and roast me, then teach me the line. Now you're not studying. You are living English. Your brain loves drama. Feed it drama. Ninth thing, you quit when it gets boring. Of course you do. Human brains hate boring. School made English boring, so we have to make it unhinged. Ask ChatGPT this. I want to learn English through chaos. Teach me 5 new phrases by making a fake conspiracy theory about why squirrels run the government. Use the phrases naturally. Then quiz me like I am on a game show. If I get it wrong, play a buzzer sound. You will learn more in 10 minutes of chaos than in 1 hour of textbook pain. 10th secret, you are not tracking wins. You only see how far you have to go. That is why you quit. You need to see how far you came. So, every Sunday, tell ChatGPT this. Interview me about my week in English. Ask me what I did, what I learned, and what was hard. Then compare my answers to last week. Hype me up like I just won a championship if I improved. If I did not improve, then call me out and give me a new challenge. That prompt keeps you addicted to progress because progress feels good. And when something feels good, you do not quit. Look, I know this sounds wild. Talking to a robot to learn English, 10 years ago, people would have called you crazy. But 10 years ago, people also thought TikTok was just dances. Now it is how people get news. The world changed. The way we learn has to change too. You do not need to move to America to sound American. You need to bring a little bit of America to your phone every day. And ChatGPT is the most American thing out there. It is loud. It is confident. It will talk about anything. And it never sleeps. So here is my question for you. If you had a free American bestie in your pocket who could make you fluent 10 times faster, would you actually use it every day, or would you still find an excuse to stay stuck? Let me know in the comments. And if you want the full list of 50 savage prompts I used, then subscribe to Brighton English BD. We are not here to teach English like school. We are here to make you dangerous in English. Because the truth is, the world does not care how many words you know. The world cares if you can speak up. So stop studying. Start talking. And remember, you are not bad at English. You were just using a bad method. Change the method. Change your life. Now go open ChatGPT and send that first prompt. Do not wait. Americans say strike while the iron is hot. I say strike while the Wi-Fi is strong. See you in the next video.